A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game one.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
2nd and 10 at the the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Hunter Renfrow, 61 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make our score 9-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
4 yards.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Looking downfield for Jones. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get them behind the line twice in a row. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expecting to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, it's 9-0.
Titans, nothing.
The first down throw for Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the end zone, Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Gordon on first down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
On the tackle.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some ball tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Tackle made at the 20.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jameis to throw it. The open man here, Renfro. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
56, the mock boys, 56. Check 56.
Winston. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that's going to get this to a 14-0 lead now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Under 10.
Following the interception, Winston throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
56.
Now Winston. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Washington.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A second down throw for Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Jalen Reagor. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A final shot before the break. Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 25 on 2nd down. Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Jameis now on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Goes first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here's Winston. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
It's definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards there and a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On first down, it's Patterson. And he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stopped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, They have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. Gets this one to use check. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Gurley again here on first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
We always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
50 the mic, 50 the mic. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that flip. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
Here's Winston. He's going to launch it for Washington. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
fighting his way through contact. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Newton looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey! 53, check 53. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11 on the play. First down.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Carter, 50 yards. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the
Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Melvin Gordon.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
31.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now
looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st down.
Now Newton on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.